welcome to our third episode. Is it our third episode?
Pretty sure.
I think we're on the third. That's
Yeah.
number three.
Number three.
Trays. And what we've been noticing is that it's a little difficult to get taken seriously these days, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been going around, we've been doing interviews with people, and for the most part, people just don't know how to look at us.
Yeah.
So, in lieu of that, we came up with a little scheme. A scheme, if you will. We came up with a little scheme, if you will, just to be taken a little more seriously.
A little more seriously.
Little bit more serious.
So, with that in mind, we prepared a short segment about our little plan.
I think it's time to go soup shop.
And we're back.
This is a great cigar.
That looks delicious.
It is. It's Churchill size, which I think is fitting because Churchill was a politician.
Yes. And an interesting thing about Churchill is that he also fought the Nazis.
He did, which I think outweighs
Yeah.
the negative effects of smoking.
And that's why he's a unit of measurement now.
Yeah, he is
That's
for
just
cigars.
fantastic.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
It's good stuff. So now, a little bit of a black mark on our record already. Last Thursday, when we posted our second video, that was International Youth Day, and really our bad, isn't it?
We didn't know at all
No.
that it was coming up.
Which, to our credit though, there was nothing in any sort of news form about it.
I mean, the government
I had no
didn't do
idea.
anything about it. I
No.
mean, worldwide
Nothing.
event, not a single piece of
Had
candy.
no idea whatsoever.
Yeah, and Kevin mentioned earlier. I mean, brings it last a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was. I think it was 2005. It brought the Pope.
The Pope,
last time, and when that happened, obviously everything. It was a huge event.
Massive.
Everyone went to Toronto, all that jazz.
You gotta love the Pope. But you know, I mean, we can't really say anything about it, can we?
No.
We're no better. I mean, we
Our bad.
Yeah, I mean,
so we apologize.
We
sincerely
do.
about
I
that.
mean, we really should have been on the ball as far as that one. But you know, I mean, as far as engaging people, in this week's episode, we were taking it to the streets in a later segment, which you'll see later in the show. But we wanted to speak to some counselors, some candidates for the council, and some existing counselors about their positions on a couple issues.
Right.
So we called around to every one of the candidates for council, and what did we find?
Nothing.
Nothing. Not a single person.
Actually, well, that's not entirely true.
That's not entirely true.
We got a couple that said they may be interested in the future, perhaps.
And we'll look forward to that.
We'll definitely look forward to that. So,
that might be covered up in a later episode.
Yeah, for sure. So look forward to that.
But we did get an awful lot of answering machines, so that's certainly something interesting.
Which is why we decided to up our attire,
up our game.
I mean, I really think we want to get noticed.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Here's an interesting thing. Rick Downs, no longer in the race.
Well, as the Whigs put it, downs and out, which I thought was very clever.
Very
downs
clever.
and out. Great stuff.
It's a shame.
It is a shame. But moving on.
Moving on from that. Now, also in taking it to the streets, we spoke to some local business owners.
Right.
While we were downtown, and one of the major things that they told us, we didn't do it obviously for the show in particular, but what we've noticed is that in particular businesses are not allowed to get municipal recycling.
Yes, I mean there's no
none
municipal recycling service for downtown businesses, which is astounding. I mean, the city is trying to go green. They've got all these green policies, but we spoke to one business owner that have to cart 2 tons a year of cardboard boxes himself at great cost.
It costs
something like $5,000 a year
for the private recycling. $5,000 a year. So that's really an issue that we're going to delve deeper into in a later episode, I think. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to show you our interviews with some local business owners on issues of their importance.
And for that, we're going to turn it over to a friend of ours. We like to call him our friend. You might know him as the leader of the Autobots.
Yeah, he believes freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
And voting for that matter.
So let's turn it over for a political discussion with Optimus Prime.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Great. So Samuel, what do you think about 3 under 20-year-olds running for the mayor of Kingston?
Well, I think if they've got the right ideas, they can do it.
Yep. Do you think youth advocacy is a good thing to promote?
Excellent, yeah, of course.
Good luck.
You think it's a good idea to involve youth in politics?
Definitely a good idea. I can't say I'm only 20, so I can't say I'm involved enough.
Well, while not opposed, I'd like to see youth in government more involved in politics. I would much like to see, it depends on how drunk they are. I really have to say that. I've noticed that there's an inverse relation between good policy and how drunk one is. Sir John A. Macdonald being, I think, the quintessential example.
Exactly. Well, this is his hometown, the home of the drunk.
There we are, yeah. So, just like Sir John A.
Exactly. So if there's one thing that you could change about the city of Kingston, what would it be?
I'd like to see a skate park here and some legalized graffiti walls.
Optimal parking.
We have to fill up all these empty lots on Princess Street.
A lot of business missing.
Yes, definitely. It's not good for tourism at all.
Increased snow removal would be nice. And I'd like to have a dome over the sun on really hot days to kind of prevent the heat from coming in.
Very good. Both valid things.
I think so.
And I don't know if you ride a bike, but City Kingston's currently putting in more bike lanes. Do you think that's something that they should continue to invest in?
Yes, yes it is. I haven't rode a bike in here in a couple of years because I got like 3 stolen one summer, but bikes are good, so do it.
All right, right on.
Thank you, Optimus.
All right, thank you, Optimus.
Thank you.
Good luck, man.
Autobots, roll out.
That really was a good cigar.
It looked fantastic.
I'm sorry I didn't share any of it.
Well,
That's okay.
know.
That's okay. I'll live.
Yeah.
I'll certainly live. I'll be
maybe
disappointed.
5 to 10 years longer if the doctors are right.
Yes. So that's. I hope you enjoyed our taking it to the street segment. That's really what we have for this week's episode.
For this week's episode.
But next week, well, I mean, what do we have on the docket? We're gonna speak to some local business owners.
Yep. I think so. I think that's the idea.
Maybe speak to one of those candidates who did get back to us.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that. And
hopefully everything will go all right this time and as planned.
And I guess until next week, make sure your legs are the same way.
Check. I've been told sometimes they can get You're staring a lot at me. I'm not sure about that one. Let me have some more of this wine now.
Said, thinking about the frailty of the human condition, I was once again attracted to the spiritual life. A few days after that accident, he traveled to Rocamadour, France's second most popular pilgrimage.